Hey there, Nadia here. I used to hide behind my business. My MO, as they would say on CSI, was to create a brand, pretty awesome brand, and then hide myself as far behind the brand as was humanly possible. I've done this on numerous occasions, and the thing was, I didn't even really realise I was doing it. Um, it was just my marketing strategy to create something super cool like More to Life Than Shoes, my first women's networking organisation, and then Media Darlings. You know, when someone came to my website, I would actually almost barely be visible at all. And at that time, it really suited me down to the ground actually. I was perfectly happy, maybe even having a tiny headshot of me on one page, and that was it. I didn't talk about myself, and if I did, it was a really kind of airbrushed version of myself, not literally, but it was more the case that I felt uncomfortable being in the spotlight somehow. And okay, I did do some PR stuff and got some press coverage, and obviously I wrote a book, so I was featured on the back cover of that, and the book was, my story sort of. But still, I was never really present or out there in my business. And it wasn't until quite recently when I made a decision to kind of come out of the business closet, so to speak, and stop bloody hiding. And since I've done that, I've moved from yet another kind of brand name to my own website, nadiafiner.com, using my name. And it's really helped me kind of, this is so cheesy, step into my power as a business coach, because ultimately when people work with me, they're employing my brain. They need me, what's in my head, to help them with their business. And if I'm kind of using some construct, then they're not going to really get that. Plus, it's going to make it really difficult for people to connect with me as a person because they're not really sure who I am. So, actually doing a video or a series of videos, having my photos slapped all over my website, using my name, it's quite a big deal for me, and it was uncomfortable at first, but now I'm really getting used to it. And now that I'm out there, so to speak, I really notice that lots of my clients are hiding too. So when I come to your website, will I see you there? Is your story visible, if it's appropriate? Are there photos of you? Do you talk about why you do what you do? Because actually, whatever your business, I believe that people want to engage with you as a human being. People buy from people. So I'm not saying you have to do anything really radical. It's not about kind of having some kind of glamorous, dodgy photo shoot. It's just a few headshots of you that kind of help people look at the camera, get people to engage with you as a person. And I want to hear about you and why you're running this business, because then, I'm more likely to connect with you and then therefore buy from you. And then once you start doing that, the basics, you can start doing things like this, being on a video and talking to your potential clients on a one-to-one basis, so that they can actually form a relationship with you. And I really believe that once you start doing that, any kind of qualms that you may have had at first, any insecurities or worries, are really just going to fade into the background. It's so not a big deal, and once you start, you're really going to enjoy it. So may I suggest that if you are one of those people who is hiding behind your business, that maybe today you take the first step towards putting yourself out there, and so that we can get to know you better. Okay, so that's the thought for the day. and I will speak to you soon. Bye bye.